Man, you see this shit? League is like, I don't want to show up. There we go. Smash, you seen Night Hunter Rengar splash art? Yeah, it looks pretty good. Did you see his, is it his taunt? He can take his hood and put his hood down. Take it off, put it on. That's cute. I like that. My favorite thing about the one skin there. Alright, ladies and gentle ladies. Emma being the featured gentle lady of the evening. This is going to be an analysis of Emmaroli, Season 3 Silver 5 mid lane extraordinaire. She's playing Lux mid, and she's going against an Orianna. And she is unranked right now in her provisionals. I believe you're 2-2. 2 wins, 2 losses currently, so she's on the road to get back to Silver 5. If she keeps up the pace she's at right now, she should have no problem getting there. We're gonna see. If you look at the matchup here, Lux versus Orianna, that's a Season 3 matchup. So at least she's not going against someone who's gonna outclass her, like a LeBlanc or Fizz would probably be. Well, I mean, Fizz would be an issue. And then the 80 carries, Draven's gonna bully Lucian early, but Lucian's gonna be able to have better, better mobility and safer fights. The other thing is, Leona is a lot easier to go in than Blitzcrank. So Blitzcrank has to hit his grip. Yeah. Noctorial, I thought it was when he ulted he put his hood up. He might put his hood up when he ults too, but I saw it as, when they did it, I saw it as a toggle. You could toggle it off and on. Alright, and we're all matched up here. See how long it takes here. 14 seconds to buy. See how long it takes her to get to the bush. She should be running to here. That's where she should be winding up. The jungler is definitely going to start red because it's Shyvana. She should be here by 40 seconds. See if she gets it. See, Emmaroli 40-second tests. Emmaroli. Alright, where the fuck are you going? Alright, so you had 40 seconds, and now you're going up here. This isn't the right bush to stand in. But, she should start red. There's no reason that a Shyvana would start blue. Unless it was like, she could start blue over here just because. But she's going to want red, she's going to favor it. So she might start blue even sometimes on purple side. So Emma should be in this bush 20 seconds ago. I'm going to put down 1 minute and 3 seconds. 103 bush arrival. That's not a big deal. Like, she had 23 seconds where they could have invaded. They didn't, but she's dead. Her buy is good. She has the generic starter items. Alright. We're gonna fast forward a little bit, can we? Can't fast forward. Alright. And kind of is waiting here. He's gonna throw an E early, hopefully, like right now. You should throw the E and then just walk away. So you're kind of just, you threw it 2 seconds early. She can throw the E, and see, it'll stand there for 5 seconds. She can throw it at 51 and just leave, and she could already be in the lane. So if she threw it at 51, you come in here and be prepping. It looks like there's 2 minions that might die around the same time. And did she get either of those? No. I'm gonna put down just last city, but I'll wait, see how she does. She should be taking that middle minion. There it is. These two are gonna die at the same time, so she has to just to prep them. All right, let's go. And we're looking at Nautilus jungle. He's gonna have a slower clear, so the 3-minute gank isn't gonna be quite as scary. You're gonna be able to get like a 3-minute 20 gank. As long as he does the proper path. That was a nice Q. You know, follow up on that Q with an auto attack. She just, she did 2 spells, and she could have done the same amount of damage if she did 1 spell and 1 auto attack. So a really nice strategy. I'll show you real quick. A really nice strategy for Lux, and we're gonna watch this. I'm just gonna fast forward real quick. I'm gonna go slow-mo. She's gonna kill this minion, and then she's gonna throw a Q. This is a good Q. She cuts up. So right here. This Q, she has no possible way to follow up on this Q with an auto attack. The positioning that she should be taking, I'll show you real quick. Let's see. We're gonna tab out and edit, paste in here. Get rid of Firepower's jizz and zoom in. So she was. Let me see. I'll use the same cursor that I had. She was right here. Nope, that's not gonna do. I have to brighten this motherfucker up. Do purple for Emmaroli and green where she should have gone. She was here. That's not. Fuck. Alright, I'll get this. Don't worry, I'll get this. What's the toggle? How do you toggle? I don't know how to toggle. Alright, so this is Emma, right? She walks from here. I'll see you later, Nana. Alright, she walks from here to here when she throws the spell. If she was doing this a little differently, if she took this path and instead of doing that, she walked up this way, when she hits this Q, she can auto attack to utilize her passive right here. Then she's gonna throw another E. So this is gonna hit. That's auto attack range right there. So while she's in the Q, she steps up here while the Q is going off. She throws an auto attack, and then she throws an E. As soon as the Q hits, she drops the E. And then while the E is sitting there, she just auto attacks, and then she auto attacks again. And then while the second auto attack's flying through the air, she detonates the E. And that applies to the passive again, and the second auto attack will also do the illumination debuff. So she's going to take two spells and 2 auto attacks with the illumination. So it's going to be basically the equivalent of hitting a little over 3 spells and 2 auto attacks. So that's a really good way to utilize Lux's passive. And then it doesn't put her out of any CS because she's only taking aggro from these 2 minions like during that auto attack. And this one's going to die. So 2 auto attacks real quick, and then you can auto attack this, walk behind these minions, take this path, and then you just reset right back to where she was. So she's gonna go back to here eventually. She should have stepped up here first. So we'll just go with that, and then we're gonna go back in. And I have to. I'm not gonna. All right. We're gonna go in. See what I was talking about? She doesn't utilize her passive here, and look at the passive, dealing 30 damage and consuming the debuff. So that's an extra 60 damage. Her auto attacks are doing less than that, so it's a really good way to just maximize your damage. She goes in here for an auto attack, and it costs her a CS. She doesn't actually get the auto attack off. She should just continue farming if she misses that. And with that 2-spell trade, she's just barely ahead, even though she hit her with both spells. But it's alright, she's still doing okay. She's winning as far as experience. She has more XP in the lane. And that would be a... Like when you're gonna miss that, you should Q. It's no big deal. Just keep playing, nobody cares, it's fine. Emma's sitting next to me, so she's commenting on her own shit before I see it. She's like, stop the analysis. I don't want you to see this. We don't want this to be back. I have to get a better screen toggle. And if you look at the CS in the lane, she's losing by 7, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it's almost double. So she has almost double her CS, which they're both pretty low at 4 minutes. They should both be around like 30 right now. Rado. Did I call you Cat or Smash Cat or what? You can call me Smash Cat, or Steve. But I don't really... Cat doesn't really... Unless you're gonna call me that motherfucking cool cat. That's okay too. But either one. People call me, usually they call me Smash or Steve. So I think Smash would be the more accepted one. This motherfucker up here just camping. When you see this gank, don't run that way. And he missed anyway. Wow. So. Alright, so I'm going to show you the path that she should take here. This is going to be real quick. I'm going to pause it, and I'm also going to pause right here. And I'm going to screenshot and tab out. This is what she does. Alright, we're going to zoom out a little bit. Kind of make this a little smaller. Alright, so this is what she does. And we're going to do... Purple is the path that she took. Oh, fuck you. Not you, Emma. Don't look over here. You already saw what happens. Alright, so this is the path that she took. And then this is the path that she should have taken. Because if you look, if she takes this path, what's going to happen? This guy, he's going to come in here. He's going to hit his Q. He's not very good. He doesn't hit it. So if he's smart, he'll take this angle, but he doesn't. Well, I'm going to put that in green so you guys can see the difference, so you know what I'm talking about. He should take this angle. But he takes a direct angle, so all she has to do is juke this Q, and she's fine. Alright. So right here, they're going to intersect here. He's going to hit his Q on her, but instead he misses. So she cuts in like this. Boom! No, you're not right. She tries to, but she doesn't get gripped. She should go this way, and then he's going to chase. He's either going to come through. I can't show you right now, but I can tab back out. She goes down this way. I'll show you in the game. But we're going to go here. A senpai is a motherfucker. Right, motherfucker? I have to find a better screen share. Sorry about that. It's unprofessional as fuck. So watch what happens here. I'm going to put it in slow-mo. And see the path? He's cutting straight down. She throws a lock, which was good, and it saves her life. He doesn't even hit the wall. He should have walked this way and not thrown the Q. Just use the Q as a mental mindfuck. Like, he walks in. She knows. She's like, he's got this hook. If he hits me with it, I'm dead. So she knows that's what's going to happen. If he walks this way and doesn't use the Q, she's going to freak the fuck out and start wiggling and do whatever the fuck. She's going to be like, oh, fuck. Like, she's not going to know what the fuck to do. So he needs to walk this way. And she needs to walk down this way. Because if she goes down this way, she's safe. They're not going to be faster than her. Like, he has 344. She has, well, nothing right now because she's slowed. But she has like 330 movement speed roughly. Or 325 now, right? Anyway. That's the angle. That's not a big deal, but that's just something to show you guys. That's the angle they should be taking in this situation. He comes in hard on this angle. She comes down from this angle. In order to avoid this damage, because they're going to intersect right here and have full damage on you if that stun hits. So she needs to cut down here. So just so you guys see that. Make sure that's all visible. Alright. And just don't surrender. You guys have a better scaling team, like way better. Anyway, Emma's very sad. Alright. That would be a spell. Use a spell to get those last hits that you can't get under turret. And just farming. She's only up by 8 CS. This is where you pick up your farm and you push. She saw Orianna go B. So she needs to really be pushing hard. Use your spells, get these minions cleared out. You're gonna auto attack this, and then use your E and just clear these out. So she should be doing, because these aren't taking any minion damage. They're just killing her own minions, so she should be killing them. And there's another wave coming, so there's no sense in pushing now. So either she should have gone home, or she should have pushed. Alright. That's not a big deal. She's about to catch up on CS. She's down by 5, down by 4. And this is going to be right about where she catches up. But you see this mega wave? This is what's putting her in a bad situation now. So she's got to push. The Orianna just canceled the whole fucking freeze. Look at this Orianna. And she's going to go for an auto attack here, hopefully. Nope. It's fine. She might flash this wall. Like right here. If she pursues this, I'm just going to do a quick... I'm going to rewind it a little bit. 621. Alright, we're gonna play from here. Oh, fuck is this stupid shit? Alright, so we're gonna stop it right here. And I'm gonna do a screenshot of this one. Just show you real quick. Print screen. And paste. Let's go. Alright, so let's see what happens here. This is what happens with Emma. She runs this way. And then Shyvana runs this way. And Orianna runs this way. So they're running parallel. There's no way that the Orianna can go this way. So there's no way the Orianna can cut up here, because she's gonna have to run through the Shyvana. She's almost half health and she's gonna be taking a lot of damage. What Emma should be doing is, she already took steps. She was here. She should be stepping. Oh, sorry. She should be stepping like this, running parallel on the other side, because you're gonna sandwich the Orianna. So then what happens is you run up here, and yeah. So then she runs up here. And when the Orianna tries to cut, she's going to cut left. Emma's going to have her lock up. She's going to have her spell up. She's going to be able to lock her right around here. And then this bitch will come around, sandwich down. So what's going to happen, and this doesn't seem like it's going to happen, but what's going to happen, if Emma pursues this, when she hits right here, the Orianna is going to cut back and flash up this way because the Shyvana is going to be right here. So that's going to burn Orianna's flash just from positioning yourself by walking in at this angle. That's going to burn Orianna's flash. 5-minute cooldown, and the next time the gank comes in, I don't know if this makes sense. I know this is kind of weird if you weren't following me the whole way through the whole diagram. Hard to see. But she's dead. These guys are both full health. Emma has enough mana. And she's going to flash. If she's either going to die or flash. So that's just something with positioning that you can do to make people burn spells. And this is something, if you played World of Warcraft, this is a really big thing, like in Arena. Like, oh, we got his trinket. He's dead if we can lock him down in the next 3 minutes. So it's a 5-minute cooldown on flash. And that gives you a really big window to go in on another gank. So she should have gone up here when she was here. Orianna would have either kept going here, or she would have flashed this way. If she kept going here, they would have intersected here and been able to take her out with a easy Lux lock. Because if she jukes up, Shyvana takes her out. If she jukes down, well, she can't juke down because Emma's going to be down here. So that's just something to keep in mind. And let's see. Music just muted itself. All right, whatever. All right. Hey, what's up, Jets? Alright, so here we go. And I'm going to go back in. And... Alright. And that's just something. I'm going to put down pursuit angles. And we're going to pause it just for a second so I can talk about this. Pursuit angles. And I didn't write this down before, but I'm going to put a spell optimization with the passive. Alright, here we go. And we're going to go back, hit play. And you see her pursuing now because the Shyvana takes the path that she's supposed to. But since Emma didn't come up, the Orianna gets a free path to run straight up into the jungle. And she gets support from the Nautilus. And if they keep pursuing right there, you're going to get a cut down from this dead-ass motherfucking Nevermind. Renekton will not come down. Alright. Right now they're down by 1200 gold. Emma's down by 1 CS, 2 CS. She caught up in CS, but she hasn't shopped yet. So let's look at her gold. With 1200 gold, that's enough for a chalice and enough for another Doran's ring. And that's gonna really help her out in any kind of trade. And if you look over here, she already has a chalice, so that's gonna give her a lot more lane sustain. And Emma's gonna have to go home before the Orianna does. As long as they're both using their abilities to farm, the Orianna will have better lane sustain. That's just a misclick or something. Like, just she didn't mean to miss that lock, so that's not going on here. Stop looking. Play your game. Emma's not even playing. She's watching my screen more than she's playing. Alright, so you got Shyvana coming in. This is a bad gank angle. Look at Shyvana. How is she gonna gank this? Think about this. How can Shyvana gank this? Sorry, this is not dealing with Emma, but this is something that you guys can look at as junglers with pursuit angles. Alright, so if she comes in like this, sorry, I should do a picture, but it's not going to be worth it. She comes in, the best angle she can take is this. And if she takes this angle, as soon as she steps out right here, Orianna's safe. She takes a straight shot to the tower. If Shyvana wants to gank, she needs to come in from this angle and cut down. So I'll show you. I'm actually going to show you, just because I want to make a point here of pursuit angles. And we're going to Control V. This is the path that she will take if she's ganking. Then Orianna will take this path. No damage will be exchanged. They'll never meet. If she wants to have a successful gank, she needs to come down like this, take a pursuit angle like this, and go in on an angle. And then what's going to happen is Orianna is going to have to come down like this. She's going to see, this is where she gets vision. So she's going to cut down first, because at this angle, if she doesn't cut down, Shyvana's going to take an angle like this. But if she does cut down, there's going to be an angle like this from Shyvana. So she needs to try to work around this. See? And then Emma is somewhere over in this area. And Emma can walk up here behind these minions and throw a lock and an easy hit right here. So if she takes this angle, there's no chance for a gank. She's wasting time. She's wasting a gank. She could be farming. She's going to be the carry because she's going to be the Feral Flare jungler who's going to come in late game and just wreck people, tank towers. They're going against a Nautilus jungle who's really good early game, but he doesn't build wriggles typically. And he's going to go tanky, so he's not going to have that damage and the pressure that a Shyvana's going to have with the tanky damage and the huge burst on any carry in the game. That's something to keep in mind as a jungler, and just when you're ganking in general. Take good pursuit angles, and go back to the game now. We're going to see if a gank comes in here, you're going to see how worthless this gank is. Watch, look how worthless it is. Worthless. Doesn't do a single... See? What? Alright, well, Emma said that she's very embarrassed. And she's nervous about this. And apparently, she's very sad. You guys will win 30 minutes plus. All you have to do is make it to 30 minutes. Shyvana's bad, but you'll win 30 minutes plus. Raven's 8-1. Right now he's 0-0. Alright, well, let's get going. We got a long game here, and we're gonna rewind that because, oh my god. Okay. Alright, so she hits the... Alright, so what I was saying before, if you want to take this back, I'll show you the way to optimize here on Lux with the abilities. Watch when she hits the Q. Alright, so she hits the Q, this hits, and then watch. She's already positioning away, so I'm going to go back, 828, we'll go back to 823. Alright, and I'm going to play here in 0.5. Watch her positioning. Alright, I'm going to slow it down. Watch her positioning right now. She hits this lock. This is going to hit, right? So she's gonna turn. Look at, she turns before it even hits. So there's no chance of her to follow up on this. All she has to do is walk forward right here while this is getting casted. And then when she walks forward, she's right here. She starts casting an auto attack and drops an E. And then she detonates the E. And then the third auto attack goes off. Or she doesn't even have to do it. Like, if she wants to 100-0, which is what she does here. Okay, I'll tell you the rotation. Start over. She hits this Q. She throws her E. She hits an auto attack. She detonates her E and then uses her ult and ignite while the bitch is still locked, because it's like a 2-second lock. So she uses all those things. She's not gonna be able to dodge anything. It's gonna be 100-0 in one combo. All she needs to do is utilize this auto attack. Throw an E first. She auto attacks first. See how the lock wears off right when this E gets there? She detonates and then she needs to auto attack. There's the auto attack, detonate. She detonated late. I don't even know if it hits. Shouldn't hit. She's outside of it. It does hit. That's bullshit. And then watch her ult. She's gonna ult over here, but that's okay. Like, that's just a misclick. She has the right... all the auto attacks, right? But she could have 100-0'd her. No problem. All she had to do was just have her combo a little bit different, and that would have been an easy kill. And even still, like, she has her E up in a second. If she's pursuing this, she could take a quick tower hit with her W, and even, like, flash if she had to. I mean, she shouldn't flash, but she could go in on that if she wanted to. Just with, like, one tower hit. It's not a good idea to, but she could. Because look at how low she is. Just one E is going to kill that. But she could have killed that easily just by changing her rotation a little bit. Lux is beautiful in slow motion. Alright, so she's sticking around like an asshole. Why would Orianna stick around? I'm going to put down spell rotation. And Emma is just roaming. There's no real reason for that roam. When in Rome. No. Right? Is that good? Good. Alright. Let's see how much gold she has. 265 gold. Does she leave without buying any wards? She does. She has 265 gold. She picks up 2 health potions. She doesn't buy any wards. She could buy a pink, green, whatever the fuck. If she wants to go... A lot of people like to go Morellos as Lux, like an early cooldown, 40% cooldown reduction build. She could have picked up a pink ward and a fairy charm. And that would have boosted her up towards the Morellos a little bit. Not a big deal, but just optimizing your gold. You want to pause and write that down. You want to optimize your gold when you go B. Optimize your shops. And like Lego. These, she needs to tank them. Because she's going to lose all those last hits. She should have left that one, and she would have been able to get it from the tower. E those. Yeah, this pink right here, nobody ever will see this pink, and nobody sees this pink. If you saw last game, both of those pinks lasted for more than 10 minutes. Like, Fireburn pinked this ward, this bush, and then the other fucker pinked this bush, and you know what the fuck? She got blue off. It's good. That's gonna get her up to 30% CDR. Nope, 20%. Sorry, she doesn't have the Zahonias. What role do I main? I roll. I really don't main any role right now. I play everything. I'm pretty much just a filler. My preferred and my best role is, what's it called? Nidalee mid. That's my best. Like, I wreck with Nidalee mid. Other than that, I'm decent with everything, but I'm not really good with any main thing. And rushing Athenes is actually really good on I mean, not Nidalee. Rushing Athenes is really good on champions like Lux. They really need the cooldown reduction because that's gonna get her ulti down, all her combos. Like, Chalice gives the same sustain as full Athenes. That's true, but it gives no cooldown reduction. I mean, it gives, I think Athenes gives 15 mana regen, by the way, rather than 7. But the 1% passive is still there. You get 15 more magic resist, you get 10% more cooldown reduction, and you get the passive 12% of your mana every time you get a kill or assist. So it's actually really good. Nice, she did a good spell combo there. She should be pinging missing here, because Orianna left. It doesn't really matter, but they could be doing a dragon pretty easily. And it looks like Emma's going top. I don't know what she's doing. There's no reason to go up there. Should be keeping this wave in check. And they're doing a free dragon right here, but she can't do anything about it. With an Athenes, you're able to cast an E, a Q, and then another E in the same rotation, and it allows you to 100 to 0 people. But like, you're not gonna rush like full damage on Lux. Like, she's one of those champions with a decent base damage. Like, if you look, Emma has 92, so there's like a 60% scaling on the E, a 30% scaling on the W, and 70% scaling on the Q, and 100%. No, it's not 100%. Wow, they nerfed her. Those are pretty hard. 70% on the ult. So her scaling isn't very high compared to some of the other mid-assassin combo champions, but her base damage is pretty high. So look, 240 base damage, 55 scaling damage, 110 base damage, 65 scaling damage. She's maxing her E, but like 300 damage, 70 scaling. So cooldown reduction is really good for champions that have high base and low scaling. And she's taking a lot of damage. She could just be shielding though. She shielded after she took the damage. That's just, I'm gonna put that down. Shielding after damage. So shield before damage. Use your shield proactively. Like when you think damage is gonna come in. If you see a ball flying through the air, assume she's gonna hit you with it and shield yourself. Young moolah, baby. Alright, so let's go. She's using her Q to kill minions with... Oh, you missed it there. If she saved her Q, I'm gonna show you just something real quick. Watch her use her Q here to kill these minions. She's trying to get both of them with one Q, which is fine. But now when someone's in a kill situation like this, see, she was trying to... I mean, she kind of tried to hit. You shouldn't ult this. Just wait. And she had 5 seconds on her cooldown. She could have just waited on any of those cooldowns. Then she probably would have stayed. See, she's gonna stay now because she has there's no risk from Emma. What's Emma gonna do? Just to hit her lock, and she also, see, that was a bad B. The Nautilus just isn't very good. But right here, see how she's pushing like this? Emma had full health, full mana. She goes back for the Athenes, which was good, but she's gonna lose probably 3 CS, including a cannon, and maybe half of her tower's health. Oh my god, Renekton's coming in. They're probably gonna take the whole turret. So this is just because of one rough B. I don't know about the Shyvana. Like, that's pretty fucking dumb. Shield. She should be shielding that. There's no reason not to. Like, if your tank's underneath the turret, taking damage, getting towered over, just shield for free. Like, it's gonna be an extra 200 health on the tank, which is gonna help you because they're gonna damage the tank. And also something to check out. Here, check this. So, see, when Renekton has this blobby shit around him, his form of the Tyrant, that means that he's doing damage here. Look at his ult. It does 30 magic damage per second to all enemies around him. So when he's standing on the turret like this, right, what you do, and this is dangerous in like some situations, but this situation, the turret has half health, she's just saying like, I'm gonna try to clear these minions out because the only way to kill this guy is to get him to tank the turret, but he's not gonna focus you. So when he has this ult on himself, that's a misplay. What you do is you walk up, take one tick, right? Like walk over into this corner or walk up here, take one tick of this 30 damage, and that's gonna give him tower aggro. It's gonna pull him off the turret, and he's gonna be taking turret hits. So either he's gonna stand in the turret and take turret hits and your full damage, and you can shield also after that because the Nautilus is gonna come in on you after he pulls tower aggro. But he's either going to tank the turret damage or he's gonna run out of the turret. So he's gonna either tank the turret, run out of the turret, or try to kill you while tanking the turret. And if he does any of those first two without running out, like it's a win-win-win. Either he's gonna attack the turret, take half of his health, kill the turret, and if you do that, he's gonna stun you and then Q and kill you. Just flash and ignite, and he's not gonna be able to just 100 to 0 her with under turret like that. It's a half health turret, so he's low. If they fight, she can easily kill both of them. All you have to do is live through the stun. She can shield, no problem. That's why I said you take one tick and then you shield yourself. And the turret's going to be tanking right on him. But that's not a big deal. That's how you grab tower. You can do that with some fire capes too. Just make the person, they're just going to stand there and tank let all the minions die and take the turret while you try to kill the minions. So if you can get them to tank the turret, they're going to run out, or they're going to fight you, or they're going to try to attack the turret with the range. Now it has a lot of CC, but if you look, like, he just ulted the Shyvana, so he's got nothing really. Like, what's he going to do? He's going to auto attack, he's got a slow, she's got a shield, she's got her flash, she's got her ignite, and she can drop them. She could probably even get a double kill because she has a lot of damage, her ult's going to be up. But anyway, that's how you could save that turret. But what she did there is she really did nothing. They're just gonna go home and they get a free turret. So there's no benefit to what she did. I don't even know. Most of the CS died to the turret anyway. But we're gonna go fast forward. Follow Emma. And that's fine. She got an assist there. I'm looking at stuff to improve, not stuff that you do well. I watched it. This is just farming. And missed the Q, then you just want to run away. The flash wasn't really needed there. You had Shyvana coming up behind you. Let me see. I can see why you flashed, but see the minion wave? That means he can't hit you with a Q through this whole minion wave. All you have to do is stay and play behind the minion wave. Like, you didn't take any less damage from that flash. You took the exact same amount of damage you would have taken if you just stood there. And actually, was your shield up? You should have shielded instead. Instead of flashing. Just shield next time, because there was a minion wave. Like, when you watch, I'm going to show you just real quick, put it in slow motion. Watch this in slow motion. I don't know what the fuck that is. Some random ass shit flying through there. So in slow-mo, this is warded. You should have reacted a little sooner. But anyway, you're already in turret range here. That's a good shield, actually. I didn't know you did shield. But he can't do anything to you. No skill shot's gonna hit you. Like, you can just walk into the minions. And then you have Shyvana coming up. It's kind of like, that ult was good if they were lower, but all that's gonna do is scare him off and now you can't get a kill. You know what I mean? So, the Renekton's coming in, that was a good lock. He's gonna go into that fight. And probably you should be coming down here. Should be coming right here. You have mana and you have a little bit of health. You should be coming down here just in case in case he flashes and dashes or something. Like, she should be fine, but just in case to secure it. Why would she go back in? Oh, well, that was dumb in the Shyvana. She was safe. And Emma's coming up mid lane. Pick that out. And we're just gonna go back. Alright, so let's pick this out, what happens here. So she goes in on this, and it's a flash Q initiate. She can't do anything about the flash Q. It's a little aggressive, like there's 4 people down there, you probably should just let it go. Draven chunks her. He misses his axe, but still has 1 axe up. And she just gets CC trained. That's no big deal. Just next time, you want to just leave that tower, like, she comes in, and there's 4 people there. You can see all 4 of them, but... Welp. Fast forward to Emma again. What's she building? She got Athenes and boots, that's fine. I'm gonna slow down and see what her, I don't know, what gold. She has 440 gold, so that's enough for an amp tome. She needs to buy an amp tome, and just because that's in her build. I don't know what her next item is, but an amp tome is gonna be useful in her build down the road no matter what. She's gonna build probably like a Zonia's, a void staff, a lot of that. So that'll give her a little extra damage, so 20 AP is gonna help. Right there. She chose to take the rates over helping take these minions. No big deal, but she got some of them. I'm gonna take that back. Gets the Draven. Alright, so is this Envision? You guys have no clue there's anyone here. You're here. This is where you start running. Just run the fuck out. Alright, you do good there. Toss an E. I'll toss an E at his feet because that's where they're gonna go. Like if you look at this fight, he grips in Draven. They know that Draven's their fed carry. They're all gonna go for Draven. I think you still hit both of them anyway, but this is where you would cast the E and it would get Draven and the other two and you just let it sit for a second. And you could even have auto attacked over and then procced it with the E. But that's not a big deal. That was just, that's doing more damage. You did a good job killing the Draven. He dies, nothing you can do. She's running the wrong way. No way she's getting out of that. She has flash or something. She does have flash. She shouldn't. She can't make up her mind. Should have went straight through here, but you flash this way and then jukes. You can see it on the flame path. All right. And then Emma's going to be in the bush. We're going to fast forward. Oh, blasting wand. There it is. How much gold? 500. It's another amp tome, son. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Five amp tomes. That's core build on Lux. Blah blah blah. Nothing happening. That's good. Oh shit! I hit the wrong one. I hit the wrong one, Emma. Ah. So I want to see this again. What the fuck? I want to see that again. Stop fast forwarding. I put it in one time. All right. Look at, why is she laughing? She's spamming laugh over here like a dick fuck. Alright, so then your lock catches her. That's a good lock. It was a little behind her, the hitbox got it, but you want to auto attack there. You didn't auto attack in between your spells. That's no big deal, but like you had the auto attack ready, but death and destruction. Is that you? No. That lock should have hit. Blah 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 blah. Uh-oh. You gonna live? You don't ult that. Okay. Oh, you ulted that one. There's no chance of a kill off that ult, so I mean it might help, but if you're gonna go in, I would use your other spells more. Like you could shield your whole team right there. He's safe. Alright, I'm gonna follow you again. Your skis. Alright. What's going on here? Looks like there's gonna be a little fight breaking out. You cutting down here. Missed that was close though. Thought you were gonna get that. Alright, let me see. That's just positioning. The Draven's eating your ass. You're not gonna kill the tank while Draven's eating your butthole. Alright, so what happens here? I'm gonna put this in slow-mo so you guys can see it. Like, you can see Leona. Like, there's vision here. The Blitz is like... See, she wants it. She hits W. She's like, come on, fucker. So she goes in. Oh, he didn't even grip her. Alright. So Emma's using the E. Run right now. You see the Draven coming in. See the positioning? So watch the positioning right here. Alright. That's not his fault, though. You could have lived from that. Alright, and then we're gonna show just slow motion. Alright, come on, faster. Come on. Alright, watch Emma's positioning. Right now, you see the Draven start coming down? I'll go a little faster. Right now, see her going in? Look at, she's going in. Right now, Emma should be right here. Like, holy fuck, we're going for the tank. Back up here. This guy was in the fight. He was right here, and he got out to here, and then run out. Don't do that. That fight. And then she stays there. The auto attacks, and she's like, fuck, I'm gonna die. He grips her, that's no big deal, like that's fine. But that's 2 auto attacks worth of damage. And then he ults, and then you're gonna eat a Leona ult. That's gonna make his ult do even more damage. And you ran into this channel, so that's 2 small things. If you were running to here before he got damage on you, you could have ran over here afterwards. But since you took all that damage right here, and then when you went through here, it was just asking for him to ult you. It was a good play by Draven. He really had well positioned, and it was a good bait by Leona. Good ward too. But just positioning yourself out more. When you see the Draven start charging you, like don't just, you went in when you started charging, which is the opposite of what you should have done. Just a little positioning here, so I'm gonna put that on. And we're gonna fast forward. I'm trying to watch this fight, see what's going on. Gonna get one. Already flash after he's dead. Anyway. I'm just gonna eat that turret. Can you do anything here? Nope. Emma does well with Lux mid usually. It's not like she's not doing shitty stuff. She just like her cooldowns on her abilities are a little different. The biggest thing is just utilizing your auto attacks when you pass it. And last hit. It's right now 134 at 24 minutes. Isn't awful, but it'd be like close to 200. Oh shit! What, died? Yeah, I mean, if you had an E over here, you could have gotten him, but yeah. Woohoo! The nice thing about Lux is she's super safe, so it's pretty easy to get away from fights and disengage. Doing circles. It's a good ward spot though. You took dragon, they want bot turret, they're gonna rotate there. Alright. And then what's going on here? We're gonna see. Emma just took an ult. I'm gonna rewind that. You took an ult from Draven to the face. Oh, you took an ult from this motherfucker. Where's Draven? Oh, he's down there. Okay, so Draven's down here. He's gonna ult like right now. It's gonna barely hit you. It does half your health. You should have. Oh, do you have your shield up? Should have shielded your whole team right there. That's what you want to do. Like with Lux, you want a team fight. You want to throw your E underneath the tanks, and throw your W on your whole team. Draven is 16-4 right now. Alright. Did you flash? Blitz did. You could have flashed this. Nah, that would have been bad, but I mean, you shouldn't have. You shouldn't have flashed anyway, but you could have. Oh shit! All right, this guy's like, I don't care. I'm gonna fucking tower dive you. You have no mana. You dead, bitch. And then he's like, oh shit, she had enough for a shield. Fuck. Where's she getting all this mana from? The Athenes, girl. The Athenes. All right, let's fast forward. You guys surrender. Alright. And they're gonna take Baron. Oh, maybe not. Don't give a fuck about Baron. Okay. So, this is you just positioning poorly again. You were standing up with the tanks. Like, if you look at Emma's positioning, her range is really long. Like, Emma's got really long range. This is already a positioning error. She should be... I'm gonna go back and show you where she should be. So right here, watch her when she comes over. She's gonna E these. She gets the hits. This is where she should be going. Alright, I'm gonna show you. The Shyvana's actually decent sometimes. She's decent sometimes. We're gonna do this. And print screen. And let's see. This is where Emma goes. She goes this way. And she should be going this way. This is the safe way to go. When you look over here, there's a Draven right here, right? He's got 18 kills or some shit. There's no way. The only way you're gonna get out, you're gonna walk like this, you're gonna see him, you're gonna go, meh! You're gonna run back this way, do absolutely nothing, maybe get sandwiched from down here, Or you're going to come down like this and you're going to flash this wall. That's the only way you're going to live. But if you come into a Draven right here, and you try to run like this, you're at a quarter health before you can even fucking fight if he attacks you. So that's going to be a big pathing error. Like, it doesn't seem like much, but taking these extra 3 steps right here, she's moving parallel. Watch the speed. The Shyvana was barely in front of her. Watch when they both show up. I'll see you later, procrastinator. But watch, they're both going to run this parallel path right here. And watch when they get to the fight over here. And watch the difference in the time. And obviously Shyvana's going to be a little faster, but just watch real quick. Let me see. Gotta change. Alright, so watch the timing. And we're gonna go. Look at how she took a few steps sooner, but I mean she's faster. But look at right here. Let's slow down. She sees him and she's like, "Fuck! What am I gonna do?" 1, 2. He doesn't have 2 axes. He misses his other axe. She flashes right here because she's dead. If she doesn't flash, she's dead just from that one little positioning error. Ivana's over here like derp derp derp. She needs to stay back here. Throw your shield. It's already out. Detonate your E. She detonates it. Stay back, right here. This is where she needs to be because look at her team. These are the tanks. This is where the fight is. See, this is the fight right here on the Mundo. They're all stacked up. This is the area. She needs to be back here. Shyvana's playing like the fucking carry and Emma's playing like the Shyvana. So Shyvana needs to ult her ass in there. Start AoEing this. When she's in dragon form, she's got empowered AoE abilities and shit like that. She has ult. But you see that? This guy is tanking for some reason. I don't know what he's doing. He's not gonna kill her. That's what he's thinking. But she needs a position back here. That's where she needs to be. So you can see that obviously why she died. 2 different positioning errors combined in the same fight. I don't know if the turnout of the fight would have been any different, but she would have been able to be a lot more effective for the team if she positioned this way instead of this way. If she had her flash up, she would have been able to flash out of any engage that came her way. And also she would have been able to use her spells pretty effectively. Yeah, you can do another one of these, it's fine. Regulars suck though, people always troll. Oh my god. Alright, we gotta watch this one.
Oh, okay. I could.
Alright, so she's got a Banshees, you're gonna try to hit her with a lock,
No,
right? Oh, you hit the other one.
I couldn't see. I could.
That's fine. That's fine. There's a ward right here though. But anyway. This is a bad ward. The ward should be over here. I don't know who did this. But anyway. Oh, the game's over. So that's why I can't pass forward. Anyway, you can see there's definitely the team had some issues, but there's room for some fixes in Emma's part too. Big ones are positioning, farming, and spell rotation, optimizing your shops in the base. Those are the big ones. But I'll go over those after. We'll check out the damage, check out the gold and everything. Her build's good. Instead of going for a 20% CDR, she went for the Rabadons, which gives her a bigger damage spike, and she was going for the Zhonya's next. Possibly the arm guard before the Rabadons would be better. Like get arm guard and then get Rabadons. And just keep the arm guard for a while, because arm guard actually has a lot of good defensive stats. And that would help out because they have like their 2 most fed people are AD. They have 5 kills on the team that aren't on these 2 AD champions. And they have 34 kills on just those 2 champions. So most of it's Draven, and any armor is gonna help. You could get a Zhonya, but you know, there you go. And that's what you're looking at. And we're gonna look at the stats. There's other champions. Welcome to the League of Buttfuck Draven. That's fucked up. He did more than like their whole team. Emma did the most on the team, 21,000. That's pretty good. Her last hits, she was at 162. She was second on the team. The last hits really weren't that great that game. 30 minutes, 162. Not very good, but it's alright. I mean, you want to get like 200 at 20 minutes. That would be like a really good, like a pretty good score. So try to put that on par. The big things, I said, 103 bush arrival. You kind of just mess around the bushes. You gotta just go to a bush anyway. Just go to a bush anyway. What? I'm just gonna read the shit. I know, but nobody can hear you, so you're just talking to me and disrupting me. So Emma's sitting right next to me, telling me why she's doing all these things, but doesn't matter. I know why she did them, but anyway. At 1 minute and 3 seconds, she walked in the bush. 23 seconds that she could have been yanked, could have been first blooded. And just go to a bush. Like, you just have to watch for an invade. If there's nobody in the bush and you go to that bush, that's good. Even if if Shyvana's starting blue and you're waiting in the bush by red because she decided she wanted to start blue, you're still gonna watch for that invade. So that's fine. You want to get your spell optimization and your spell rotation down. Casting all the spells at the same time. Like that one fight I analyzed in the video where you could have casted all your spells and 100 to 0'd her in one combo. Just the simple thing of casting the spell before your auto attack and then casting your ult before while she was still locked, before the lock wore off, would have 100 to 0'd her, but you missed your ult because she was just running diagonally. So make sure you utilize your passive, and you can utilize your passive with the ult. The ult will consume a stack, so I know you know that, right? Alright, and then optimize your shops. You had 200 something gold the one time you went home, and you had 400 something gold the other 2 times you went home, so I'll get to your questions after that. Shield before damage. You're shielding after damage happened, and also like you'd shield for the last part of a damage. So you'd shield after damage already hit and when damage was still coming in, but if you shielded first, the shield would have come back and double shielded you for both the initial damage and the follow-up damage. So you were just reacting to damage. So, oh shit, I took damage, shield. But if you do it when you see damage coming before it even comes out, then you're gonna double utilize your shield. It's gonna be actually useful. So that's something that's really big. And then your positioning really needs work. If you want positioning help, then the best role to play for positioning is AD carry, because that's the one where you get punished the most and the positioning is the most obvious. And playing a champion like Lux, especially in someone with all these divers like Renekton, Draven's not a diver, but Orianna's good because she can put her ball in the divers. Leona and Nautilus, that's 3 divers they have and 1 person who follows up on divers. So that's a lot of forward engage they have. So playing in the back and playing super safe that game is something that is really important, because if you get caught out, they're just going to lock you down, you're dead. So just be careful with that, and AD carry is going to be able to help you with your positioning. And that's pretty much it. Just really focus on last hitting, focus on your spell rotation, and your buy order wasn't bad. Other than that, that's it. What were your questions? Alright, so she said she wasn't buying anything when she was going home because she wanted bigger items. But when you have 200 gold at level 6, you were going to build something out of the Amp Tome. You should have built an arm guard. You should have built an arm guard before you built the whole Rabadon. But, like, just farm then. If you need more gold, then don't go B until you have enough gold. And if you're too low, then optimize your shop. Like, don't go home just to heal up and then not buy anything, because you didn't buy anything for like the first 15 minutes of the game. You just stayed in lane. You stayed in lane way too long. You should have gone home and bought a chalice and bought something else like when Orianna left, because you didn't even push. When Orianna left, you just kept last hitting, and you could have either pushed and then went home and bought your chalice, or you could have just gone home right then, and then when you came back to lane, the lane would have been in the middle. So either way, you should have gone home and bought a chalice there when she went home, because she came back with a chalice and then she was able to push you out of lane. When you were I think they tried to all-in you a couple times when you were and if you had a chalice, you would have never been Alright, that's pretty much it for the Emmaroli one. She's a little salty though. I know it was a shitty game, but you saw Nana's game, right? That was terrible. I mean, Nana didn't do terrible, but it's a terrible game. Alright, so that's what that is.